It's a little surreal how fast this year has flown. We all had our ways of dealing with our final year at NC State. Some of us, maybe those master's and doctoral students, looked up for the first time in a long time to enjoy a sunlit day on the court of the Carolinas. Others marched into the year armed with cameras, determined to scrapbook and Facebook their way to May. A group of my closest friends had a unique way of combating this beginning of the end. They compiled a bucket list of goals, inside jokes, and school-spirited undertakings they were determined to accomplish before donning their graduation robes. The list includes getting admission to spectacular graduate programs, constructing excellent costumes to parade around Hillsborough Street on Halloween hike night, and being sure to tailgate for every football game. Now, I dealt with the impending separation by taking my own walk down memory lane the other day when I turned on my trusty laptop and started rummaging through some old folders. Blowing the dust off this virtual memory box, I discovered a folder from fall 2006 titled English 220, Great Works in Western Literature. A course from my very first semester in college, and oh, how I loved how collegiate it made me feel. This was the course where you read the classics, all those great leather-bound books which will one day fill your studies smelling of rich mahogany. Hamlet, Gilgamesh, the story of Noah and the flood, Kafka's Metamorphosis. There were protagonists and villains, trials and tribulations, temptations and boons, and long, long journeys. How very similar to these last few years. And so, in a metaphor that would make my English teacher very proud, I suggest that these last years at North Carolina State were truly an odyssey. The road was long, literally. As a proud student of both Cal's and Chas, I traded gym time for cross-campus trekking, scouting ways to shave 30 seconds off my commute. I could power walk the 12 miles between Boston and Tompkins in 5 minutes. Assuming, of course, I wasn't waylaid by a preacher, the club fairs, the farmer's market, a bake sale, or any of the other sirens the Brickyard attempted to seduce me with. On my travels around campus, I crossed paths with other students, heroes on their own journeys. Their interests were as diverse as their backgrounds, and in this land called NC State, they flourished. For some, the wealth of resources served to confirm and develop our heroes' goals and passions. For others, the diversity here opened new opportunities they hadn't considered before. Here, we discovered a campus honeycombed with diverse and exciting communities ready to welcome kindred spirits. Now, as we all know, even the greatest heroes struggle to overcome adversity. They are often guided out of dangerous waters by higher powers, be they Poseidon, Yahweh, or fate. In our own odyssey, intervention came in the form of faculty who carried us through many a stormy semester. They hosted us study sessions on weekends, or steered us through changes in our curriculum, or ignited an interest in a course we were sure we'd hate. They challenge us to push past mediocrity and settle for nothing less than brilliance. Their influence and their guidance are lasting. Their impact will endure in our performance in new jobs, the challenge of higher degrees, and in the stories we tell our own children about that one crazy professor we had that one semester a long, long time ago. And now, I want to draw your attention to this day, the red and the black, and the sea of friendly faces. When we move our tassels from right to left, this journey will have come to its inevitable conclusion. We, the heroes of our own stories, have emerged triumphant at last with a treasured degree that can only hint at the effort, time, and rich history that surrounds it. For some of us, this moment is but a chapter in a greater odyssey to another degree, another school, or entrance into the workforce. For others, the future is more uncertain, a reflection of the challenging times in which we live. To the class of 2010, it has been my privilege to share a university and home with you these past years. I hope you safeguard and treasure those precious bonds of family and fraternity you've cultivated among your peers. Heroes all, you've successfully traversed this land of brick. The diploma you received today, testament to your triumph, comes also with a challenge, for there's a responsibility that comes with receiving a degree from a land-grant institution like this one. A responsibility to uphold the mission of a university chartered to create knowledge that serves. To those staying in North Carolina, use the stellar education you've received to give back to this beautiful state and its people. To those headed elsewhere, proudly represent the Wolfpack spirit across the country and around the world in all your future endeavors. And no matter where the wind may carry you, be sure to leave a little piece of your heart under the protective shade of the bell tower, because even heroes need a place to call home. Thank you so much, and congratulations to the class of 2010.